The book of Revelation, chapter 20, verse 15. Have you read it? Have you ever read that particular chapter? The book of Revelation, chapter. Let me see if I can read it from my phone here. Chapter 20, verse 15. It says that whoever that is not found in the book of life will be cast into the lake of fire. So truly there is lake of fire. So have you asked yourself, would you be found? Will your name be found in the book of life? I just ask yourself. I'm not asking you, just ask yourself. Alright. Like ask yourself, if the world wants to end right now, like right now, would the Lord ever call you like he called Noah and then say, I'm about to do this. For your sake, I will protect your entire family. Would he do that for you? If not, then you know you're not ready for him. Alright? You know you're not ready for him. And that is why this message is really important. So that you wouldn't say, it took you unaware. I'm doing my job. Alright. I'm just doing my job. Yeah. The book of Revelation chapter 20 verse 15 says that whoever that is not found worthy. So are you found worthy? Or are you ready? Or are you prepared to be cast into the flame of, or into the lake of fire? Ask yourself. I can't ask you. The book of Genesis chapter 7 verse 4. It still kept me wondering, what is it about? Or what is it with this number 40 days and 40 nights? Is there any other more meaning to that number? Because I think the rain fell 40 days and 40 nights. The floodgate of rain of heaven fell to earth, or on the earth for like 40 days and 40 nights. And the Son of God, the God the Son, fasted for 40 days and 40 nights. And me, I fasted for only 40 days. There was no night, but I fasted for 40 days. Like from morning to night. From morning to night. But I didn't fast double. Yeah. So what is it with this number 40 days and 49? Does it have any more meaning? Like I don't understand. Genesis chapter 9 verse 4 speaks of the Most High asking us not to eat anything that has blood on it. And you and I know that things that has blood on it are mush. Like the meat, the fish, anything you can think of that has blood on it. And we all have been craving and be eating everything that has meat. Could it be that is the reason why the Most High self is drifting more away from us? And the sin now is about to conquer this earth, or if it has already conquered the earth already, if I'm mistaken. So what it means is that killing whatever thing you killed, whatever thing you killed, even if it's cockroach, is actually a sin, bro. That's what the word of God said. It's a sin. Killing anything you are killing is a sin. So because of the Lord found Noah worthy, and he promised it, or he made a covenant, he established his covenant with Noah that he wouldn't end the world anymore. Then he gave a sign that whenever the sun appears in sky, that will remind him that he promised not to spoil the world again. You see? So definitely the sign of rainbow is a sign of God covenant with us. We have been abusing that covenant, honestly. If I should be very honest with you, we all have been abusing that covenant. And if I should be very honest with you, if I'm the monster, I will break my own law. I will break my own rule. I will break my own promise. I will break my own covenant. Because yeah, I'm very honest. In fact, the monster, he's really trying for everybody. He's really trying. But if I'm the one, I created the law, so I can break it instead of the law to cost me my peace, right? It's obvious that nobody's making the Most High happy in this entire present world. Everybody just kabashing, you know, praying. I don't even know if they really know what they're saying, but they're praying. The book of Genesis, chapter 10, verse 13. It spoke that the name Egypt is actually the country Egypt is actually somebody's name, but I didn't know earlier. I didn't know that name Egypt was that the country Egypt was originally somebody's name. Genesis chapter 11, verse 5 says that, especially the part of them trying to build skyscraper to heaven. My question is how close was heaven? And the Bible, Genesis chapter 11, verse 5 said that the Lord came down. Which of the Lord? Is it Christ, the God the Son, or the God the Father? Which of the Lord came down? The book of Genesis chapter 11, verse 5. Read it. And the Lord came down, and then he said, let us confuse them. Let us go and confuse them. Who are the us? How many lords do we have? Who are the us that want to confuse those people that are trying to build skyscrapers of heaven? And then, was that really possible to build directly to heaven? I can't find that possible. Do you find it possible? Genesis chapter 11, verse 7. Then let us go and meet them. And change their language. So the question now is, who are us? Who are all the lives and let us go? Mind you, the word separation was never supposed to be in existence, like I said before. That word, I think that word existed when the Most High was trying to separate the light and darkness, the water from the sea. I mean, the land from the sea. I know that. So that, and then the main, character of separation played out between Abraham and Lot when I think they were having issues with the land Lord gave them. So Abraham now said, we are siblings, we shouldn't be fighting, right? So let's just share the land, go to this island. That was the first separation I know. That was the only true separation I know. If you know any other one, you can say. Genesis chapter 15, verse 9. Read it. The Lord said, bring me a goat, a ram, 3 years old, along with a dove and a young pigeon. Read it. Genesis chapter 15, verse 9. He was really asking, what's it called? Noah. I think it was Noah. Genesis chapter 15, verse 9. He asked to bring him. And then after bringing him, what do? They burn it. It's called burnt offering. So I'm asking, this shouldn't work. Now, when you burn it in the name with the intention that, oh, you want the Most High to come, or you're burning for the Most High, the Most High will come. He's a frequency, he's everywhere. He's fucking everywhere. So when he comes, only the scent of what you burnt in his name, he will feel satisfied. But could you believe that these days, since I was born, experiencing humanity, all they do is take something to somebody else, call pastor, man of God, woman of God, man of God, a woman of God, and then you give it to them, and they'll be eating what you like. I don't understand. So they will eat and then represent the Most High. Why? Meanwhile, we have a living God. When was the last time somebody made a burnt offering? Nobody. Rather, you give it to your pastor, and then your pastor will eat, and you are thinking, you are foolish enough to think that the Most High has eaten through your pastors. How? How does that work? That thinking is for native doctors who their gods doesn't eat. Their God is something that was crafted, right? That was crafted. So you and I know that those crafted stuff. Those statue cannot speak. They can't even eat. So rather, when they kill something, the people or the the ones that they call eyes of the gods, they will eat, thinking that oh because they've eaten, so therefore the gods has eaten. Because even them, if they are telling them if they are telling truth to themselves, they would know that what they are serving actually is not it's not really alive. Maybe when they pray or when they do their incantation and then something happens, they'll feel like, oh, our statue has answered us. I don't know. But honestly, they know that they can't feed their gods because it's not a living thing. You and I know, I've been there before. It's not a living thing. Sometimes when I even go there, I'll be like, how is this thing going to answer somebody? All these things that looks like wood, how are they going to answer somebody? You see, and that's why the Most High always address himself as I, your living God, I, your serving God, right? He's a living God. You don't have to give somebody so that the person will now give him, or through the person the Most High will eat. Make a burnt offering like others if you really want to give him with the intention that you are giving him, or rather better still give out to people who needs help. You are giving the Lord. Don't give somebody else thinking that he's your pastor, so therefore he will help you to pray to the Most High. You are looking down on yourself but you don't know. Genesis chapter 15 verse 5. How often do we leave everything to the Most High? Just like Sarah, when her slave was intimidating her, she was like Abraham, that because of you, our slave is messing up with me because I don't have a child. So therefore I leave everything to the Most High to judge. That was what she said. So that simply means that early humanity was so lucky that they could hear from the Most High very clear. Everybody was in friendship, was so close to the Most High. Like, they were really lucky. Genesis chapter 22 verse 2. Abraham was not only an obedient servant, but also a responsible man. Could you believe that this man was, after years, several years of looking for a child, and at the end of the day, the Most High decided to give him one, and then later asked him to return that one as a sacrifice, though it was a test. Now, this is my question. But though it was a test, but Abraham never knew. The Lord never told him that I'm going to test you. I was going to test you. It was a test, right? So that is it. The Lord never asked him that I was going to test you. Oh, so the reason why the Lord even told me that he was going to test me all this while. Then I've been suffering up and down. Oh, the Lord doesn't even tell you that he's going to test you, take you unaware. Oh, this is a very confirmation about my life. I didn't know. So Abraham was tested, even after looking for the money, after looking for the kid, and then he got one. The Most High asked him to sacrifice him to him. This being Abraham was so obedient and righteous to the extent that he willingly gave. I'm not speaking about myself right now, but if you were Abraham, would you even give the Most High the child? Would you even be willingly to sacrifice your kid, the only child you have? Well, if I was the one before heaven and earth, heaven bear me witness, I would. Not really because I know what the Lord is planning. If I tell you what I've been through, you will know that I would do anything. And I still believe in the Most High. The truth is that whatever the Most High takes away from you, it simply means that you don't need that, or he took that away to upgrade you. So if he could give Abraham a child at a very late age, and then he later asked for the kid, you have no option than to give it to him. Not because you don't need a child, but you know that for the Most High to say give me, he has a reason, right? He has his reason. Maybe his reason is testing you. Maybe his reason is to give it up. Maybe that is the reason, right? That's why That's the particular place they said don't question him because he gave a command. When he gives a command, don't question him. But when you hear something that you are confused about, you can ask, how do you mean? What does this mean? Is it two different things, bro? So this is my question. If Abraham, as righteous as he was, the Lord tested him with his only child, how often should you expect tests from the Most High? How often should you or should we expect tests from the Most High? You see? Or do you think because if you really know that you are going through tests now, you wouldn't be living your life anyhow. I promise you. You don't know you are going through tests. I know you don't know. But the last day, the last day with them, Revelation 20 verse 15. A lot of people will be thrown into the lake of fire. I promise you. Be very careful. Everybody are going through test. Through test. If Abraham could be tested, then we that are sinners that are not even worthy enough to even call the name of the Most High. How often should we be tested? Have you asked yourself? Have you answered? Well, just like and post. Repost, share, follow. Whatever account you found, whatever page you found this message, kindly share, like, follow it. Alright. Because what I'm saying is because this is actually a living divine encounter. If you receive the message and you don't share, but you receiving the message simply means that you're so accepted to assist in distributing this message. Yeah, because nothing is coincident. So when the message gets to you and then you receive, you didn't share it. When somebody couldn't make heaven because you didn't share the message, the Lord will ask you questions, Daddy. The Lord will ask you questions, Daddy. Alright, He's gonna ask you a lot of questions, Daddy, and it's not even a joke. Peace.